Welcome to mathclicks.com. Interval notation for real numbers. Real numbers are all over the place, but we can represent them in an orderly way on what we call a number line. It goes this way forever and that way forever. It does not go this way or this way. If it did, it would be going in two ways or two dimensions. Something for later. But it's one dimension. So, the number line includes 0, the positive whole numbers, the negative whole numbers, and even all the stuff in between the whole numbers. So, all of the real numbers. Way we can differentiate the difference between numbers is with these little signs called less than, greater than, equal to, or less than equal to, and greater than equal to. How we would use these, we would say 4 is less than 5. Or 5 is less than 5. It's not less than. Less than or equal to. See, it's just a modification of the equal sign. So, how would we write that down on the number line? So, what if we wanted to include everything between 4 and 5? Well, we could say that the numbers in between are represented by, let's say, x. So we would put the x in between the 4 and the 5. Well, if we didn't want to include the 4 and the 5, we would have the less than and the less than symbol. So x going in this direction is greater than 4 and less than 5. But how do we write that down on this number line? That seems to be a whole lot. Well, we've got these symbols here. Which we can use in place of the less than signs or the less than equal to signs to represent a section of numbers on the number line. The way I like to look at these and remember how they are, let's think of these as bowls and let's flip them upside down and say this right here is just turned sideways. Let's say number 5. So 5. Right here we would have, if we didn't want to include the 5, we would have a bowl that holds everything this way and just barely, almost doesn't even touch the 5. You would need a super microscope and still you would never touch the 5. Conversely, if we had this bowl, well, we can see it's touching that 5 line all over the place. It definitely includes the 5. So flip it sideways, and between 4 and 5, we would have this symbol right there. And we'd probably give it some extra shading to indicate everything in between. Well, what if we wanted just everything greater than 6? Not including 6, just greater than. Well, we would just have this symbol. And we wouldn't have another one elsewhere. How do we write that down? Similar to over here, if we wanted to not show it picture-wise, we would show it number-wise. The 4 and the 5 would be everything greater than 6 would be, and then the infinity symbol to indicate it goes on forever that way. And you can combine these in many ways. Say we didn't want the 4 in there, then we would change that in all locations to the parentheses sign and not the bracket sign. The bracket is hard, even sounds hard. Brack, 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 brack. Parentheses. Parentheses barely touches your tongue, and it barely touches the 4. In fact, it doesn't touch the 4 at all. It's just everything greater than the 4. Like 4.000000003. Or something like that. So there you have it. Interval notation for real numbers.